Hi there guys, I'm Ryan with Empowerment Network, and what I'm going to teach you today is an extremely cool skill. I'm going to teach you how to do something that most people would call supernatural, okay? I'm going to teach you something which I think personally should be taught in schools. I think personally this should be taught instead of schools such as, what's a imperative lesson we learn in school which we don't need to learn. Geography, we don't really need to learn that. However, it does come in handy if you're going to travel the world. But learning French and Spanish while you're living in a country where you only speak English kind of doesn't make any sense. Anyway, so what this thing is, and if you're clicked on the link, if you're looking at the title, it says Astral Projection, right? It says Astral Travel. Now what's the difference between Astral Travel and Astral Projection? Astral Projection is when you project only a small part of your consciousness outside of your body. This is cool because you can do a lot of things like possession. You can see through other people's eyes, see what they're seeing. You can watch people all over the world. You can see what they're getting out to. And you've got astral travel when you take your entire light body out of your body along with your consciousness and you travel different dimensions of space. Because this is why, okay guys? Reality isn't just this material, dense world that you see before your own eyes. No, no, no. This is just another side of reality which vibrates on a different frequency which our bodies have to be created in order to experience this world. So in order for you to experience reality on this material plane of existence, you needed to create a body which manifested this physical appearance not only by your own mum and dad's genes but by your soul self, okay? If you were to pop out your body, you would look slightly similar to what you look like today. Now I refrain after I teach you how to do this during this video, and if you're watching my other lessons on how to do other things such as astral projection when it's involved in these supernatural kind of things, I refrain to you not to look in the mirror when you're out your body. Why? Because I've done this a few times and I've been shocked. There have been times where my head's been really long, there's been times where I look really flaccid and I just look really fat and brr. There have been times when my eyes have rolled back into my head and gone all kinds of weird, okay? So you want to look out for that. You don't want to, after I teach you, don't look in mirrors, just stay away from mirrors. What else? If you're a negative person, if you're a dark person, if you suffer from some sort of mental disease where you're constantly putting yourself down, if you're a fear-based person where you're scared of everything, this isn't for you, okay? Because where your mind goes, the energy flows. If you're a negative person and you want to pop out your body, you're going to go to negative places. You're going to go to realms that are very freaky, where there are things such as what people call demons, entities which literally feed off negative energy. Because you're a light source, you're an energy source. Whatever frequency you choose to decide to change your frequency to, other people can choose to feed off that if they eat that sort of energy, which most dark beings do, such as people often get confused with the Grim Reapers, but really they're not Grim Reapers, they're actually shadow people. Massive hoods, 8 to 7 feet tall. I've come across a couple of these guys, okay? I've actually walked into one of them doing his business. He was over the top of this guy. If you can imagine laying in your bed, right? All of your colour, because in these dimensions all the colours are really bright. This guy's laying in his bed. I walk in on him, he's laying in his bed, and this shadow demon, this shadow entity is over the top of him, okay? And he's like sucking all the colour out of his body, out of his soul, and he's absorbing it, right? And I'm watching this, I'm thinking, I've just walked in on something that I probably shouldn't have walked in on, okay? So anyway, this thing sees me, it looks at me, and it just runs out the door, okay? And it goes poof, and it hits the side of the door, the whole house shakes, okay? It looks at me and it moves from his bed to me in like over 2 seconds, okay? Then it grabs me, okay, and throws me through a wall, and next thing you know, we're taking off in midair. You know, I looked at him, I looked directly at his face, and now people say these guys don't have faces, but believe me, when you've got your hands around one of these things' throats, and you're looking at it this close into its eyes, you can see its face, okay? What it looked like, it was like a corpse. It looked like it was made out of mud, but it was all cracked up, it had no eyes, and he looked like an old man, and he was extremely angry. Now, I basically just looked at him, and I said, you don't have permission to be here, because the place he was in, basically there are loads of dimensions overlapping my dimension in my house, which means there are loads of other parallel universes where other people live in my house. And I watched him attack another person in another dimension who was living in my house, basically. And I said, as the owner of this house, the spiritual, astral traveller of this house, who goes through these dimensions of my house and of my area and other places outside my house, I said, you don't have permission to be here. This is my territory, you need to leave, okay? As soon as I said that, he got angry because he knew I wasn't afraid. If you're not afraid of these guys, they can't touch you, okay? Well, they can touch you, but they can't damage you, okay? Next thing you know, I'm back in my body. That's just one case. So you want to stay away from negative entities, you want to stay away from negative demons. Now, there is a way to do this, and this is how you do it, okay? 4 steps. This is what I do, okay? Now, I've been able to do this my entire life. Bear in mind, I was only able to control it when I got to the age of 16. I'm now 20, I've been doing it for 4 years. I can do it straight away, I can do it now if I want. I can do it 4 times in a day. I've actually done it. I did a period when I did it twice for 2 weeks, 14 times, 14 days in 2 weeks, so that's 28 times in 2 weeks, which is quite a lot for me. Anyway, so the way you do it is simple. You want to lay down in your bed, okay guys? Lay down, and you want to imagine getting out of your body and walking around. You want to act it out. You don't want to imagine seeing yourself doing it. You want to imagine actually doing it, okay? Then you want to walk around your room. You want to feel everything, the texture. You want to feel the air. You want to open a window. You want to feel the carpet between your toes. You want to get a feel for the place. What this is doing is exercising your mental body, which will mold and shape your energy body, okay guys? Now what you want to do, you want to do that, okay? You want to do this for about, depending, if you're just starting, I would say do this about 2 hours a day, because that's what I was doing. I was doing it around about 4 hours a day, 5 hours a day. I was enjoying this stuff, because to me it was real, okay? Because the fact of the matter is, wherever you create inside your mind is, you create a dimension where it actually exists. You can't walk into non-existence. You can't imagine nothing that hasn't already existed. It's impossible to imagine nothingness. We don't have the capability to do that. We can't do that. You can't imagine something that doesn't exist. It just doesn't make sense. So basically, you come out of your body, you pretend you're doing this, okay? Solid. Go downstairs, stare at people, watch your family members. They can't see you, have some fun. Okay, have some fun with this stuff. Now I only get to the point where I only need to do this for 10 minutes, 5 minutes. I get to the point now where I don't even have to do this. I can just lay down and go straight to the last technique, which I will be teaching you in a minute. But this is just the first technique. So take a feel around the house, walk around the house, okay guys? Second technique, you come back. Okay, you come back, and then you want to remember the last time you noticed yourself falling asleep. Now, a lot of us, I'm sure you can relate, get to the point where we're about to sleep and then you drop, you feel like you're falling, okay? That's because you're noticing your body falling asleep. But it feels like you're falling, you're not really sure what's going on. Now, I just told you what's going on. Your body's falling asleep, you're still conscious and your body's falling asleep and you're shifting out of your body and it's freaking the crap out of you. It feels like you're dropping, but you're not, okay? This is just you sliding slightly out of your body. Now, you want to notice yourself falling asleep. You want to notice yourself feeling light, okay? So you make the intention to feel that happening, okay? Next, you basically just want to go to sleep. Only you don't make the intention to fall asleep. If you make the intention to fall asleep, you make the intention to be unconscious. You make the intention to notice your body falling asleep, and as you do that, you make the intention to stay conscious while your body falls asleep. That's the trick, you see guys, that's the really cool stuff. So when you become conscious and your body's starting to fall asleep, what will happen next is you will cease. Okay, another little technique in between that. Don't create images on purpose. Otherwise you'll lose track of what you're doing and you'll fall asleep. If you just lay there and you're like, okay, I'm going to pretend I'm going to fall asleep, you're going to start creating images of what you did on the weekend, and then what's going to happen is you're just going to lose track of what the whole purpose of what you're doing is, and you're going to fall asleep. So whatever images come in your head, just go along with them. Don't create them deliberately. Okay? Very important, very easy, very simple. It's all simple, it's all easy. So what you want to do is you want to do that. Okay, now the next part is is the effects part, it's part 3. Movements of your bed shaking. Vibrations in your body going extremely high pitched noises in your head like a kettle or a turbo engine of a car, okay? And this will be inside your head, not your ears. It will feel like your entire head's about to explode. It doesn't matter, don't be scared, you can't go deaf because it's not your ears which the sound is coming from, it's coming from your pineal gland inside the center of your brain. This is the gateway gland, this is your psychic ability, this is how you're going to pop out in and out your body, this is your gateway to the other dimensions, okay? Now, what I've learned through the years is these frequencies, the high-pitched noises, the higher it goes, the higher frequency you're going. Whilst this is happening, if you want to get really advanced, if you don't want to end up anywhere, then what you do is you make the intention to go somewhere at that specific time when you're hearing that specific frequency, and then that frequency will tone out, it will change frequency like an elastic band, and then what will happen is you will be calibrated to that frequency, okay? Because when this is happening, this frequency, your entire body is changing frequency, and whatever frequency your entire body matches, that's what dimension you get sent to. It's very simple, very easy, extremely simple physics. I'll teach everyone that on my channel, okay? So that's the third step. The next step is this noise will slow down and then it will stop and you will feel fine. Now at this point it will feel like you've done nothing. At this point it will feel like you've just failed, but you haven't failed, guys. You're on another side. You're in the other dimension then and now. This is when you need to get up. Don't think, okay, don't think that you messed up and okay, this isn't going to happen. I'm just going to go to sleep. I'm tired anyway. Don't think this isn't going to happen, so I'm just going to get up and go out. Which I've done a couple of times, and believe me, when you get up, you realise very soon on that you're in a different dimension. So you'll just get up, this is the fourth step, just get up, and you're in another dimension. Feel the walls, feel the ground, and I assure you, you will not be on Earth, you'll be in some weird place. Things to expect, how to know you're in another dimension, things will be different. Of course, you're in parallel dimensions, parallel realities where things are different. You'll go to other dimensions where massive things are different. If you don't take my advice at the beginning of this video and look in the mirror, you could be a white person, black person, you could live in a different house, you could be absolutely anything. You could probably be an alien for all I know. You could be a completely different entity, okay? Now, to be honest, when I come out of my body and I go to the lower realms by accident, for whatever reason I'm sent there, if something tries to touch me, I'll light up white. I turn bright white, my eyes turn silver, and they flee the place. They leg it, they just run. Okay, they're all scared of me. I have no idea why. But this is really helpful because now I have no reason to be scared, because now I know that there's nothing, no dark entity that can touch me. Because for some reason I can, it's like my hands just light up white and they just leg it. So that's all cool. But yeah, this is how you astral project. I guarantee you guys, if you follow these techniques, these 4 steps, these 4 techniques, I'm going to tell you them again. You practice popping out your body, get the feel for it, okay? You come back, make the intention to notice yourself falling asleep. You come back, you notice the effects, the ringing noises, the movements, the shifts, the vibrations, okay? And then you simply, once that's died down, you come out of your body, you just get up as normal, okay? You just get up. As soon as you get up, you're somewhere else, okay? So I'm Ryan with Empower Network, and what Empower Network is about, it's just what I'm about. You probably saw it on the intro to this video, is we're empowering people's lives, we're making their lives better, we're showing them the truth of how you should live your life and how you can gain not only financial prosperity with this, but you can make everything completely easy in your life and get exactly what you need, exactly what you want. Now, a lot of spiritual people, like, not like myself, like I used to be. We used to be spiritual people, we used to meditate and do so much stuff. But we could never quite master the matrix side of financial income, okay? And because there's a lot of spiritual masters are broke, okay? But most of us actually now, in this coming time, are actually realizing that there is a certain technique, a certain way to earn money online, where online, if you've done your research, which is the air method of payment, where it comes through the air, it just comes through the air throughout no physical labor effort at all, and goes straight into your bank account, okay guys? So if you want to know how to do that, if you're not only wanting to know how to travel through different dimensions of space, if you don't only just want to know how to do the things that I'm doing, what I'm teaching you on these videos, on these YouTube segments, then click on the links below and find out how you can generate a 6 to 7 figure income per month, in most cases per week, and step up your spiritual game, okay? Because I got to a plateau where I was extremely spiritual. I was popping out my body every day, but in order for me to get to certain places of the planet, to do certain things to boost up my spirituality, to cleanse this body, which is the earth element, I'll teach you about elements during these segments, I needed to get money, because this world runs on money. If you don't have money, you can't go to places you need. You can't see whoever you want to see. You can't buy the things you need to generate this body, to invest in making yourself a really powerful person. You can't do that without money. So getting your financial game on lock, along with your body game on lock and your spiritual game on lock, really does help in this world. So I'm Ryan with Empower Network, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Okay guys? See ya.